Get lost in the acoustic brilliance of 3D audio that surrounds you. Feel the embrace of the massage seats that adapt to your every move. Experience the warmth of a vehicle that welcomes you as you approach. We could tell you what makes a Lincoln SUV so extraordinary, but don't take our word for it. Take it on a test drive at the Lincoln Summer Invitation with exclusive offers on now, only at your local Lincoln retailer.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Like with the road trippers we see here in their natural habitat, the breakfast area at a Comfort Inn. Here's a dad teaching his son how to make waffles. Fluffy, golden waffles. There's a mom making sure her daughter eats some fruit to avoid the "I'm hungry" from the back seat. And a sibling standoff over the last muffin. This is the cycle of vacation maximizationing in all its glory. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Dealing with hidradenitis suppurativa, HS, is tough. But you're not alone. Before I started Cosentyx, I looked at the website and saw it had many years of clinical research. That made me feel confident.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Don't use if allergic to Cosentyx. Get checked for TB before starting. Increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like TB or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some were fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Don't wait. Ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Living with schizophrenia isn't easy, especially when you're not getting relief from some of your symptoms. It can be hard when you're still dealing with symptoms, like hearing voices or seeing things that aren't there. And negative symptoms, like feeling unmotivated or avoiding social situations. If this sounds familiar, it might be time to talk to your healthcare provider and explore a different kind of schizophrenia treatment. Discover your possibilities at treatingscz.com.
Hank's the family fixer, always with his tool belt. But living with prostate cancer, he needed help. He asked his doctor about Xtandi and enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
This episode is brought to you by Blink, an Amazon company. Think you're ready for Prime Day? With up to 50% off Blink Smart Security, you will be. With crisp HD video, real-time alerts, and two-way talk, you'll know the moment your packages arrive. Save big on Blink Smart Security, starting at just $19.99 with the Blink Mini 2 plug-in camera. Shop now at amazon.com/blink.
Hey, business owners, we know you know.
Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant.
Whoa, that's refreshing.
And a 9.5 plus pH for every way you move.
I did take a Spain class today.
Restoring like a pro. Smart Water Alkaline with antioxidant. For those with a taste for taste. Grab yours today.
The importance of maximizing every dollar. With the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business American Express card, you can make your expenses work just as hard as you. From afternoon coffee runs to stocking office supplies and even team dinners, you can earn miles on all your business expenses. Plus, you can earn 110,000 bonus miles for a limited time through July 16th. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. If you travel, you know. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply. Offer ends 7/16/25.
Building the bridge. Closing the gap between strategy and innovation abstract. This article explores the critical yet often overlooked connection between organizational strategy and innovation. Drawing from 15 years of management consulting experience across multiple industries, the author argues that while strategy and innovation are inherently interconnected concepts, they frequently operate in isolation within organizations, creating a disconnect that undermines both strategic effectiveness and innovative potential. Through analysis,
the Jack Welch Management Institute at Strayer University helps you go from, I know the way, to I've arrived with our top 10 ranked online MBA. Gain skills you can learn today and apply tomorrow. Get ready to go from make it happen to made it happen and keep striving. Visit strayer.edu/Jack Welch MBA to learn more. Strayer University is certified to operate in Virginia by Chev and has many campuses, including at 2121 15th Street North in Arlington, Virginia.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Earn 5 times membership rewards points on flights and prepaid hotels booked on AmexTravel.com. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at Polestar.com.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS. If you went on a road trip and you didn't stop for a Big Mac or drop a crispy fry between the car seats or use your McDonald's bag as a placemat, then that wasn't a road trip. It was just a really long drive. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
At participating McDonald's.
This of academic literature and practical case studies. The article identifies the root causes of this separation, including structural silos, conflicting timeframes, and cultural differences, and offers a comprehensive framework for bridging this gap. The proposed solution involves developing shared strategic innovation mindsets, implementing specific organizational structures and processes that facilitate collaboration, and cultivating a culture that aligns innovative thinking with strategic priorities. With illustrative examples demonstrating successful integration in technology and retail sectors. The author presents a compelling case that organizations which effectively connect strategy and innovation will secure sustainable competitive advantage in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. As a management consultant with over 15 years of experience working with organizations across multiple industries, I have seen firsthand the challenges that leaders face when trying to align their strategic priorities with innovative initiatives. While the concepts of strategy and innovation are often discussed separately, true success lies in how effectively organizations can connect the two. Today we will explore the missing link between strategy and innovation, drawing from both my hands-on work with clients as well as relevant academic literature, and provide practical recommendations for building the critical bridge that closes this pervasive gap. Defining the disconnect. Strategy and innovation are intrinsically intertwined. Effective strategies pave the way for new opportunities, while innovation fuels future strategies. Dumas and McLean, 2018. However, in practice, they are too often treated as separate functions within organizations. Leaders develop strategic plans focused on short-term objectives, yet struggle to cultivate an environment conducive to long-term innovation. McLennan, 2020. Conversely, innovative ideas are pursued independently of the overarching direction set by strategy. Griffin et al., 2016. This disconnect stems from various factors. Strategy is rooted in analysis of the present environment to maximize existing strengths, whereas innovation explores uncertainties to enable future growth. O'Connor and McDermott, 1997. Strategic planning emphasizes control and predictability, while innovation embraces uncertainty and risk-taking. Christensen, 1997. Structurally, strategy and innovation teams operate independently rather than collaboratively. Crossan and Apaydin, 2010. Culturally, conservative values associated with planning can inhibit creative thinking for new possibilities. Griffin et al., 2016. The consequences of this missing link are significant. Strategic initiatives fail to deliver long-lasting competitive advantage when disconnected from innovation. Henderson, 2006. Innovations are less impactful or sustainable without alignment to strategic objectives. O'Connor and A.S., 2005. Resources are wasted pursuing innovations irrelevant to strategic priorities or replicating work across silos. McLennan, 2020. To build a bridge over this chasm, a systematic approach is needed. Building the foundation, shared understanding and strategic innovation frameworks. The first step is developing a shared understanding of how strategy and innovation intersect. Leaders must clearly communicate how innovation both enables strategic objectives in existing markets as well as explores new strategic opportunities through market creation. Christensen, 1997. Setting this foundation requires executive-level sponsorship to shift mindsets across the organization. Frameworks also help translate high-level concepts into action. For example, open strategy involves broadly sharing strategic insights and direction to spark innovative thinking enterprise-wide. Chesbrough and Appleyard, 2007. Strategic roadmapping coordinates innovation projects to achieve strategic milestones over set time horizons. Fall et al., 2004. The Blue Ocean Strategy Framework informs how to pursue unattained market spaces for disruptive innovation. Kim and Morborn, 2005. I have seen firsthand how applying frameworks to specific industry contexts builds alignment. In healthcare, using roadmaps coordinated pharmaceutical and medical device innovation to strategic population health goals. For automotive, a Blue Ocean approach identified new mobility solutions beyond traditional manufacturing. Establishing conceptual clarity through shared mental models and frameworks creates a foundation on which to build deeper integration. Bridging the divide, structures, processes and culture with a unified strategic innovation perspective established. Organizations can develop the structural, process and cultural elements that bind strategy and innovation efforts together. Below are some recommendations informed by both research and practical experience. Structural integration collocates strategy and innovation teams to spark spontaneous collaboration. Griffin et al. 2016. Create cross-functional innovation councils that include strategy leaders. De Luca and Atrahim Gima. 2007. Designate Chief Innovation Officers to spearhead strategic innovation initiatives. Crossan and Apaydin. 2010. Strategic innovation processes incorporate innovation scoping at start of strategic planning to identify new opportunities. O'Connor and AS. 2005. Embed strategic foresight techniques into roadmapping to predict future markets. Rohrbeck and Schwartz. 2013. Use stage-gate processes to iteratively link innovative concepts to strategic objectives. Cooper. 1990. Culture of strategic innovation instill questioning mindsets that challenge existing strategies and markets. Christensen. 1997. Incentivize cross-team collaboration over siloed work. McLennan. 2020. Celebrate innovation successes tied to long-term strategic impact over short-term gains. Griffin et al. 2016. The most effective organizations treat strategy and innovation as two sides of the same coin. You cannot have one without the other. Structural integration, strategic processes, and an overarching culture are all required to meaningfully close this pervasive gap. Illustrative examples. Let me provide two brief examples from client engagements where a focus on building strategic innovation bridges yielded tangible results. Technology manufacturer. A legacy tech company lacked innovation despite large R&D budgets. We helped integrate strategic planning and product development via joint roadmapping workshops. Modeling market disruption scenarios. This identified opportunities in IoT and edge computing. A new innovation structure pilot tested concepts tied to strategic initiatives. In 18 months, 2 startups were formed, contributing over 30% of projected 2025 revenues. Global retailer struggling with declining store traffic. The retailer's strategic plans poorly linked to digital innovation. We applied an open strategy process to share plans broadly and solicit ideas. A new innovation council sponsored ideas filtered through a strategic lens. 2 ideas emerged, a conversational AI platform and same-day fulfillment network. Strategic models predicted $1 billion in new annual revenues within 5 years of deployment. In both cases, developing a shared strategic innovation perspective and applying structural, process best practices yielded impactful results by closing long-standing gaps between strategy and the innovations that advance strategic goals. Conclusion: as competition intensifies globally and industries are disrupted at unprecedented rates, the ability to strategically innovate will determine which organizations thrive in the future. However, simply discussing strategy and innovation separately will not deliver competitive advantage. What is needed is the actual bridge that meaningfully connects the two. Building this bridge requires developing shared strategic innovation mindsets, employing conceptual frameworks, and implementing structural, process and cultural elements proven to bind strategy and innovation initiatives together. With a unified strategic innovation perspective, companies can more effectively pursue innovations that advance strategic objectives while exploring new growth opportunities. Those with the discipline to close this gap will be best positioned to shape their industry's futures. While no silver bullet, the systemic and applied recommendations provided serve as a starting point for any organization seeking to maximize value from both strategy and innovation, the twin engines that together drive sustainable competitive advantage. As a strategic innovation consultant, I remain committed to helping clients build sturdier bridges over this critical organizational divide. Doing so is key to surviving and thriving in today's VUCA business environment defined by volatility, uncertainty, complexity, and ambiguity.